With us now, David Friedman, the former U.S. ambassador to Israel. You know, David, you and I have chatted about this a couple of times here, and the one thing that makes it stand out, I know prior administrations have also, done this kind of thing, not to this degree, but in private. It wasn't, blasted to the world in real time. This was and continues to be. What do you make of that?
Yeah, and it wasn't at a time where Israel was fighting an existential battle against this type of a barbaric enemy. You know, Neil, this $1 billion package is not in the least bit curative of the abandonment by Biden of Israel last week. I mean, this is a proposed sale, right? This is a sale that goes through Congress, and when everything is put together and the arms get shipped on a boat, it gets to Israel in about 2 years, right? That's what we're talking about, something that will get to Israel in a couple of years. What Biden withheld last week were shipments of ammunition that were ready to go. I mean, Israel needed them right away. Their bombs needed to destroy terror tunnels, and there are these JDAM kits, precision-guided kits, that take dumb bombs, make them smarter, and help Israel to fight the war more precisely, more surgically, and actually avoid the loss of civilian life. So there's no comparison. I mean, this may be a throwaway. I mean, it was leaked out by the State Department yesterday. If anybody went on the record, and no one was willing to go on the record, and was asked the question, how will this affect the war? And they answered honestly, they would say it won't, because it won't get there in time.
And who's to say that this isn't the start of something more involved and more weapons that will be taken back as a way of forcing Israel's hand to just end the war, period?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I think this is just a first step. Actually, this is the second step. The first step was the continuous visiting by Blinken, by Sullivan, by Austin, sitting in the war cabinet week after week after week, micromanaging Israel's war. I mean, it started off wrong from the beginning. None of these guys, with all due respect to them, and maybe Austin has some military experience, I assume he does, but I guarantee you none of them have ever fought in Gaza, which is the most difficult. Hamas has the greatest home court advantage in the world in terms of ground warfare with all their tunnels. So for them to come in and tell Israel what to do, go a little bit here, don't go there, it's insane. And it's caused this war to go on and on and on. And all that's done is it's increased the misery of the people who live there. The sooner that Hamas is destroyed, the sooner people can get back to life. And this whole idea that you're hearing now, that they don't believe that Israel can really defeat Hamas, is the worst insult I've heard yet. I mean, we destroyed the Nazis. Doesn't mean there aren't Nazis floating around in Argentina and elsewhere after World War II. But we defeated them. We defeated ISIS. Again, they're still terrorists running around. We'll defeat Hamas. They'll still be terrorists. But we can defeat Hamas. And this idea that they can't. And then on top of that, to overlay that, the obligation to try to negotiate a release of the hostages. Why would Hamas play ball under these circumstances? They're getting everything they want for free from the Biden administration.
But Ambassador, then think it through then, if that is indeed the case. Maybe Israel wants to eradicate Hamas, or that's its goal. And maybe the clear message we're sending is we don't. We don't think it should be annihilated.
Well, if that's our message, then shame on us and woe to us, because undoubtedly with the open border over the last couple of years, we've got people in this country who want to harm us as well. And if we're not able to show strength and unity and resolve to defeat radical Islamic terrorism, it's not just Israel that will pay the price, it will be America as well.
But isn't that the message, Ambassador, we're sending?
It is. It is, unfortunately, and it's very disturbing, and it's one that I believe will change no later than November 5th. I would love it to change a lot sooner.
Got it. Ambassador, always an honor to have you. David Friedman, the former U.S. ambassador to Israel. More than just some seminal shifts in U.S. policy here. These are substantial movements, and we'll continue following it.